Good morning, guys. So, today I'm gonna show you what I eat in the whole day, my meals, my macros, my calories, all this kind of stuff. So, we're gonna start with the first meal. My hair is messy, I know, but it's in the morning. So, let's do this. So, the first meal is basically some eggs with some potatoes made in the microwave. The potatoes has some cumin and the eggs has some sumac spice on them, and that's it. So this is the second meal, and it's some yogurt and with some celery and some sliced apples, and that's it pretty much. So these are the third, the fourth, and the fifth meal. They are the same. They consist from chicken breast, vegetables, tomato, onions, and carrots. Also, let's don't forget the potato. Okay, so basically what I'm doing now, guys, it is that I'm cutting. So I'm trying to lose body fat. So usually my diet consists of 4 meals. Sometimes I do it 5 meals. It depends. Also, the ingredients may differ from day to day because sometimes I have different groceries, fruits and vegetables and proteins. But the mainly thing is that I use chicken, lean chicken breast, eggs, whole eggs. Why whole eggs? Because the egg yolk is the most beneficial part of it. It has insanely good fat, insanely good cholesterol, especially for your testosterone. Plus, I use sometimes some yogurt. Those are mainly my main protein sources. Then, for my carbohydrate sources, I use fruits and vegetables. Why? Because they are very rich in fiber and in nutrients and in vitamins, of course, and they are high volume, low calorie foods. So for me, they fill me up more and let me feel more satiated. Some people feel more satiated with rice, pasta, but for me, fruits are king. Then they have also a large amount of water inside of them. Plus, my fat sources, as I mentioned earlier, come from eggs, mainly egg yolks, and sometimes from dairy. Sometimes, not all the time. But the main thing is from egg yolks. So that's the thing. It's very easy and very simple. And what I use in my cooking method, do I use some oil? I don't use any oils, any butters. Though butter is good and oil is good, but for me, I tend to prefer to have my fat source from the egg yolks. So what I do is I dice up the vegetables and I put them in a big pot with the chicken, and I put them on low heat and I close the lid on the pot, and that's it. I let them simmer there and cook slowly, and I put my favorite spices on there, and that's it. So that's mainly what I do for my diet, my meal plan. Plus, we don't need to forget that one of the most important things to create this calorie deficit, other than the uh, calorie restriction, is activity, energy expenditure, how much you will burn more calories. So that's the thing, utilize more energy. So for me, I use a step counter to count my steps, and I aim for 15,000 steps daily on average. That's for me. Don't copy my energy expenditure or my steps. It may not be suitable for your daily life or either for your calories. that you are eating. Then, what I do usually is I combine those two, of course, the calorie restriction with the energy expenditure, and this will create me this deficit that I want. Sometimes I may do a large deficit, sometimes a smaller deficit, sometimes a medium one, but in all regards, don't copy me. I know my body, I know myself. I've been training for a decent chunk of time, and I know how my body adapts. If you want to create the calorie deficit, I advise you to aim for a 500 calorie deficit, 500 calorie reduction, no more than that, and that's it in general. Keep your diet highly nutritious and highly available in nutrients. Minimize the processed foods. So simple. You can do it very easy. So in the preparation also, I weigh all my foods raw, and then I cook them and I prepare them and I put them in the containers. I bring all the vegetables and I roll and I weigh them, and I bring all the lean proteins and I weigh them raw. Also the vegetables. Then I cook, and after I finished cooking, I distribute them in the containers equally, and that's the main thing. So that's it. Very very simple. And with that said, I put you the MyFitnessPal. I use MyFitnessPal for tracking my calories. I put you the screenshot of the uh, food. So usually I divide the things. So I put like my proteins in one slot, like breakfast, and then my vegetables in the other slot, and then my fruits in the third slot, like the dinner. So, because I meal prep earlier from a previous day, I don't typically put the usual like macros for each meal, like let's say breakfast rice or rice with chicken and etc. I just combine everything with each other, and then I divide them into the meal containers. So that's the thing. And then I'll show you what are the macros of mine and how much fiber I consume, which is an important thing if you are dieting to lose weight or even have better health. And that's it. It's pretty much simple, easy, but yet a lot of people find it hard to apply. So the main thing is consistency. As long as you're being consistent, it will work. And remember, there will be days that will not be okay, that they will not work as you wanted. So nothing is perfect, and that's perfectly fine. The most important thing is that you don't quit and you persevere to achieve your goal. And that's it. Okay, so this is how I separate my meals in the containers, and this is how I put them. So this is how I put my proteins, basically the chicken, the boiled eggs, and the yogurt, all in one slot. And the reason I do this is to be able to calculate only how many grams of protein comes from animal sources. Because if you add your carbs, it will count also the grams of protein in them, which are a not complete source of protein. It doesn't contain the 20 amino acids. So that's how I could make sure that I get my grams of protein from animal food sources. Then I put the other sources like the carbohydrates and these kind of stuff. Of course, we get the benefit from the proteins in them, but mainly put the base in the animal sources. And so now for the carbohydrate sources from vegetables, I put them all in the lunch slot. Yellow onions, tomatoes, carrots, white potato, celery stalks, whatever it is available, and that's it. And now I put my fruits in the dinner slot also, and it's very simple. It's the same, pretty much. Either it's only apples, oranges with the other kinds I mix in sometimes. Sometimes, if I'm short on a component like I don't have any oranges or any melons or something, I just put apple. But in the majority of the time, I mix. apple, a mixture from different fruits. Also, fruits low in calories and high in volume, like the honeydew and watermelon. Also, something that I do if I log in an apple or something, but mainly apples, is I put the kind like Cosmic Crisp, Red Delicious. Sometimes they differ a little bit, but it doesn't matter that much. And let's don't forget something, that the thermic effect of these foods is way higher than processed foods. Why? Because they take a lot of calories to digest. So basically, let's say we have some fries who has 200 calories and some carrots who has 200 calories. Fries will take 4 calories to be able to be digested, but the carrots will take like 15 calories to be able to be digested. And that's the difference. And with this compounding with all the foods, it will make a small difference, but when all of it compounds with the days, it will make a big difference. It's a good difference also. So that was it, guys. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and follow me on Instagram. Link is in my channel. And thank you. Alright, guys. So that was it for the YouTube video for today, and see you soon in the next one.